Moving on.
Question 675. You have been caught having sex outside of the bedroom. Where have you been caught?
I remember that happening, so...
He'd remember.
He'd remember.
The spare room
in a
with
tractor
the folding
trailer?
futon.
Tractor trailer.
Well, I once
In
did
the
the
tractor part of
librarian
the
in a
trailer.
public library.
Three of you answered at once then. Badger?
Spare room with the foldable futon.
That's still a bed.
It's not in the bedroom though.
Not. It's in the spare
That's
bedroom.
not creative at all.
No.
He is technically correct.
Purple.
Well, mine wasn't even in the house. I did the librarian at the public library.
You did the librarian.
Did she tell you to shush?
No, but she did demand that it was in chronological order.
Jen says, bonnet of my car. Orla says, in a park at night where there are swings. Music Collector says, toilet whacking. Jeff says, Thai massage parlour. Joan says, this is pure hypothetical, right? It's all hypothetical, yes. On the dining table. Julie says, I think purple just won. Sammy says, the back of the bus. Jenny.
In the family room located directly below my parents' bed on a hot summer night in August at around 11:30.
It's purely hypothetical.
With the windows open?
It's a very
Purely
strong memory.
Wait. Jen was seen by a busload of teenagers who saw... How did Sammy's bus happen to be going past Jen at that time?
It's a small world after all.
That was the song we had leaving my mother's funeral.
Oh no, are you serious?
Serious.
Oh Lord.
Busload of teenagers who saw me giving my boyfriend a blowjob while he was driving down the freeway. Richard.
I've seen that 500 times.
Yeah, but what if you lose control?
Don't.
That's the whole point, is to lose control. Come on.
Well, okay, no. Actually, now that I think about it, you're right. It would be a very bad thing for it to happen to a woman, but no big deal for a guy.
What are we actually talking about right now? I've lost track.
You've been caught having sex.
Fellatio while driving?
Yeah. Is that your answer?
I mean, I was a truck driver, so I
No.
saw that a lot on the highway. Just saying.
I was
That was
going
my
to ask.
summation of the conversation, not my answer.
What's your
my
answer?
answer is preparing for a wedding ceremony and under the church, in the bathroom, and she locked her 3-year-old kid out, and the kid's banging on the door.
At that particular.
Right, now
house,
looking
it
at
sounds
B,
more like you
whose
were banging
wedding?
on the door.
I don't know, he's a little kid. He was like 3. I don't remember what rhythm he knocked on. He's just screaming and crying and knocking on the door.
Whose wedding?
Her
that sounds like-
cousins.
Her cousins.
Her
That
cousins.
sounds like
wedding,
me most times I've ever had sex. The crying, screaming, pounding on
Shit
the door
happens.
thing.
I think we could have, like, we were so excited about each other at the time. We could have been like falling off a cliff, not cared, you know.
Yeah.
You should die happy.
Boy, if you could only time that so that the orgasm happens the moment you hit. You know.
Couldn't you time it like just a couple of seconds before?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you really want to like.
You want to feel it.
Yeah, I suppose that would
Right.
be better.
Only like maybe 2 seconds, just so your peak orgasm as you hit the ground, because if you
Right.
leave it too long, you get into that clarity stage, and
Yeah,
that's no good. That's no good whatsoever.
Yes.
When the
just
dopamine's
thinking- I'm
really
just thinking,
flowing.
Would it be better to oh my god, or would it be oh my god, oh my god, oh my god? Would you want to like finish or part way?
Right, so what we are
Never mind.
discussing is orgasm within a few seconds of dying.
I think you'd want it to be part way through it.
The little death followed by the big death.
Now I'm having visions of bungee cord.
Why do people call it the little death?
I can't remember. There is a reason.
I believe that's what orgasm actually means in French.
Okay, that's why. Why are the French weird?
Really?
Why are the French weird? You live in
Somebody
Britain.
had told me
know,
that's
honey.
where
we
the
haven't
word
figured
comes
that out
from.
yet.
What's weird about French folks?
Did anybody ever notice that of all the people that are in this community, all the people we talk to, all the people all across the world, no one's from France?
It's an interesting point.
That they'll
I
admit.
used to
I've seen
do
people from
martial arts.
Asia, different areas.
There are people from France. I've talked to people from France. I don't
Nobody
think I've
from
ever
I
seen-
used
You're
I
making it
used
up
to
there.
do martial arts with a French chap, and
Yeah.
he was weird.
He was weird.
Yeah, whenever he would when we were doing the martial arts training, he would do like a technique and do something, rather than like making a grunting noise or something, he would go tick.
Hmm.
And I don't know why.
Could you repeat that? He'd say what?
He'd go tick. Like he was
Dig?
taking something.
Wait there. I'm going to go back to the question. Orla says in a bush. Julie says I never got caught. The whole point is to imagine that you got caught, wherever it was worst. Jen said, I'm sorry, B. We kept driving past the same bus to make sure everyone saw.
Other than the take thing, he was a really nice guy. He couldn't keep up with the Brits at drinking.
Did he not?
Oh.
No.
Apparently France is
Oh,
like
you're saying
Australia.
somewhere we got caught doing it.
No, you're imagining somewhere you got caught. The place is real.
Oh.
The imagining is the getting caught. Richard is now Julie's hero,
Thank you, Julie.
and Jeff was asking whether or not it was the bride. We now know it was the bride's cousin.
Have any of you ever been caught by anybody when you were in the middle of the big fuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
How was?
I mean,
Did it
caught
did
or
it-
interrupted?
Well,
they
I'm
know
just
the same
wondering,
thing.
did it help or hurt the outcome?
I was going to make a joke and then decided no.
It disrupted it.
Yeah,
was an interruption,
interrupted,
not a
and it was
catch.
definitely a bad incident.
What if you had planned for it? Would it be different?
Is that
if you
like
had planned for it?
involuntary coitus interruptus?
I believe that's a kink if you planned for it.
Yes.
But very often,
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
I've
Okay,
definitely
okay.
done it at a point at which there is a risk that I knew someone was coming, was going to arrive at some point.
Well,
Careful
I was
with the words
hoping that
now.
somebody would be coming at some
I
point
knew-
during it, Dave.
Yeah, that's why I changed what I
already
said.
warned you.
He changed it to arriving on purpose.
Too late now.
Yeah, well, Dave, you're British, aren't you?
No, not at all.
I think you are. I've heard you say things.
Have you?
Yes.
No one else thinks I'm British.
Don't you know the stereotypical way of Brits doing it?
Of doing it?
Yes.
Of doing what?
It goes something along the lines of, oh yes, yes indeed. Oh goodness, I've arrived.
Really, that restrained? How
You've
could you do
arrived
that?
at your destination.
That's dirty. That is. Julie says, "Badger, hey Badger, my people are sexy, not weird." Sammy says, "France is like Australia; it actually doesn't exist." Julie says, "Then in the balcony of my high school theatre during a rehearsal." Sammy says, I've been interrupted by the police, I kid you not. So have I.
I have to say I have not all the times that I've specifically tried to avoid there being a chance of interruption. That is really not a turn on for me.
Jen says, I want to do it on the set of Star Trek Voyager, then I'll dress up 7 of 9. Wouldn't you want to dress up 7 of 9 first?
Well, see, you said this was about imagining you were caught, so
Yes.
I had to rule out the police incident.
No, it was allowed to include getting caught.
Touché.
Oh, well, yeah, I got, as a teenager, got police officer shining light into the car while we were going at it.
Yes. Not good.
Stop.
Yes.
Wait a minute, we were supposed to make something up?
No, you weren't meant to. You could.
Okay.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.